Welcome to the Creative Me podcast. Coming to you from Guernsey in the Channel Islands. This is episode 47. What's the difference between a Facebook page and a Facebook group? Hello and welcome to episode 47 of the Creative Me podcast. Today we're talking about Facebook. Specifically, the difference between Facebook pages and Facebook groups. This question cropped up in my own Facebook group, the Lightbulb Club. If you'd like to join us in the Lightbulb Club, then just go to thelightbulb.club and ask to join, and I will ensure you're accepted within 48 hours, all being well. So the question was, what's the difference between a Facebook page and a Facebook group? That's what I'm going to answer in today's episode. There are two ways you can establish a presence for your business or business persona on Facebook, through a page or a group. We'll talk about pages first. The best way to understand pages is to think about them as a profile page, like your own, but for a company, brand, or public figure. So a page is basically an official presence for an entity. Whoever's running the page, that's the page administrator, can act as the entity in all ways. So they can post on the page, like other posts, all that sort of thing. Fans who have liked the page will see the page's posts in their newsfeed. Anyone can like a page. There isn't an approval process required on the part of the administrator, so it's very low maintenance. That being said, administrators can assert a level of control over the type of content that's shared, and if necessary, they can ban followers. Pages also offer detailed insights into page activity and growth. Groups, on the other hand, tend to be smaller communities interested in a company, brand, public figure or topic, whereas a page is an official presence. Anyone can start a group. Let's use the example of a band. I'm going to go old school and choose New Kids on the Block. Showing my age much? Fans would like their official page to get regular updates on the band's activities. And just so you know, they are still touring. However, you might find a local fan has set up a group specifically for fans of NKOTB located in a specific geographic area who want to chat about their music. So you might have Guernsey NKOTB fans, for example. You have more control over the privacy settings with a group. A group can be public, closed, or secret. Facebook has a great table demonstrating the various privacy settings, so I'll make sure I pop a screenshot of that in the show notes for you. In groups, members tend to participate and chat more. They receive notifications by default when any member posts in the group. Group members participate in chats, upload photos to shared albums, they collaborate on group documents, and they can invite members who are friends to group events. So groups are all about community. The big question is this: what do you need? There's an easy answer. I would recommend you have both a page and a group or groups. Set up your page as your official business presence. You're probably going to end up using it as a broadcast or announcement channel. For example, if you have a blog, I recommend you share all of your new blog posts there as they go live. You will also need a Facebook page for advertising purposes. Set up a group or groups for community purposes. Like me, you might just have one group, but equally, you could choose to set up groups for training programs you offer or events or other aspects of your business. Just be mindful of your workload. Don't forget though, with Facebook, you are building your house on someone else's turf, effectively. So you should absolutely aim to get everyone from your group and your page onto your email list. That's essential. A few people have asked me recently, is it still worth being on Facebook given all the various algorithm changes they've made and how difficult it can be to get your content in front of eyeballs? My answer to this is yes, absolutely, but do keep abreast of changes that are going on in Facebook so you can react accordingly. Lately, I've picked up on the fact that quality over quantity seems to be a good approach. And also, Facebook is prioritizing live video over other different types of content. So if you've not yet had a go with live streaming on Facebook, I highly recommend it. As I've mentioned in previous episodes, last week, I streamed live every day for 7 days, and it was a fantastic learning curve. I'll make sure I link to the recap blog post I wrote all about my live streaming experience in the show notes. You'll find the show notes, by the way, at martinellis.com/47. Right, what are you waiting for? It's time to set up your Facebook page and your Facebook group. Setting up a page is pretty simple, so I will link to a very brief tutorial for you in the show notes. Setting up a group is a little more nuanced. So what I've done is I've created a freebie for you. I've got a downloadable PDF walking you through every step of setting up a Facebook group and giving you some extra hints and tips as well. If you hop over to martinellis.com/47, you can download the freebie there. If you're still not convinced, I can honestly say that setting up a Facebook group in particular has been one of the best things I've done for my business. The people in my group are my ideal customer avatar, essentially. So I get a direct line of communication with prospective customers. Don't get me wrong, when I'm in my group, I'm not selling all the time because that's just going to turn people off, and that's not what my group is for. But I do get to observe their pain points and their struggles and support them in a variety of different ways. So to get yourself in front of prospective customers and the type of people you want to have in your community, a Facebook group is exactly the right way to go. So what about you? Have you got a Facebook page and or a Facebook group? Are you finding things are changing with Facebook at the moment? Are you struggling in any way? Do let me know. I'd love to hear from you. One of the best ways to talk to me is to join my Facebook group. Bizarrely, you weren't expecting that, were you? So hop over to thelightbulb.club and that will direct you to the proper Facebook URL. If you ask to join, I will make sure you are approved as soon as possible. Then you'll get to introduce yourself and have a chat in the group. One of the other great things about being in my Facebook group is you have a direct influence over what I blog and podcast about. As I mentioned at the start of this episode, it was a direct response to a question that was asked in the Lightbulb Club. So that's kind of cool. Right, that's all from me today. I hope you've enjoyed today's short and sweet episode, and I hope you'll tune in next week. Thanks for listening.